What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome everyone to Palo Alto, California, the farm and the home of the Stanford Cardinal. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the North Carolina Tar Heels. Stanford ready to kick it away to start this game. On the move from inside his 5. And he is brought down, but there is a penalty marker on the field.
What? What are you doing?
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Fires to the big fella. Turning it on. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. A strike downfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt they want to come out here and test test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
Guys, let's talk a little bit about North Carolina. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today. But it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency. For the second half of the season, David, I think that's a massive key for this team.
And it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out. Not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
They want to throw it. Quarterback adapted. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, UNC!
Well, I know a big question coming into this one was how locked in was this offense going to be early? We've seen offenses throughout the season struggle with rhythm and execution early in games. Not a problem for this offense here. In this game, in this environment, all 11 guys locked in. Great job running, throwing, execution was beautiful, and they're able to cap off the opening drive of the game with a nice run to get on the board for a touchdown.
So Stanford's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful, they wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jason.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
Makes the grab down the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Takes the easy one to the back.
That's what I'm talking about.
Nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Stanford lines up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. He's got great speed. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Got a man. It's Noble. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And a great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Got his man. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Makes the catch. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Tar Heels in the hurry-up. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. And the Tar Heels pounded the rock to move the sticks now back to work. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, North Carolina!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, it's a final now and one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. SMU notched a victory in enemy territory, and though it wasn't a dominant win, I'd argue any win away from Dallas is worth its weight in gold to the Mustangs. Never know what can happen when two good teams face off, but even the most plugged-in ACC fans have to be surprised by this performance.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
Catch in the middle. It's Townsend. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Second down, he'll throw it. It's complete to the left. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. Just what they'd hoped for on third down, as they've got a first at the 32.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Wide open downfield. Picks up enough to get...
Where were you at? Oh my gosh.
10 from the 11. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense.
I couldn't get down
Let's
there.
see if they can step up here and get it done. I know it's early, but you're down by a lot of points. You've got to go for it here on 4th down, David. I'm finding my best player offensively and giving him a shot.
And what you said is all the difference in the world. I'm already down a lot.
Oh my gosh, I missed the tackle.
Touchdown, Cardinal! That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive. Just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run. They're loading the box. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
The lone back's got it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Oh, he dropped it.
Complete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The Tar Heels can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the right. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. Oh, he got loose. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. Here we go. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Off the RPO complete. And
That was lucky.
take it in and house it. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Kickoff unit on the
You gotta
field,
make
and
sure
this
they don't
defense will
score.
be called on to protect this lead.
Oh my God. It started with 35.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Ball will be placed at the 40 after that kick out of bounds.
Yes, it is.
Defense not showing press coverage. Sends it back in motion. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got it in the middle. It's Townsend. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. To the air on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They make the stop.
Why you ain't hit him?
But not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. New set of downs
Hold on, wait a
after the
minute.
completion.
I thought about it.
Great
Shoot.
job, too, by the QB there. Holding the
You
ball
gotta
as
tackle him
long as
inside.
possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Smashes it between the uprights. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
What are you doing? Yeah, I know what just happened. The iPad just died, didn't it? Okay, so what are you doing?
One more snap coming before halftime.
I don't know what that is.
Is he?
Okay, that's nice.
Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Tar Heels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Grab near the marker. It's Burton. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started.
Why are you talking?
And here's the return. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down.
You got all them people downstairs. You can ask them.
Offense making its way back onto the field.
He's going to head out
I
after this
imagine
game.
we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing.
Right there.
They
What
did
are you
have
fucking
success in
at?
the first half.
How about the Simvis Jr. put on that ball to pick up the first down?
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. They're going to run it. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down.
I say, yo, punch that man.
Stanford wants to push the pace. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block.
As if you don't get beat.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down.
Yes!
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. Kicks it high and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it, floating down toward the earth. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quarterback feeling that pressure. He's knocked down for 42.
Man, this is exactly what you needed to see from this defense to start the second half. If you're down, you got to create some momentum. You got to get your offense a little bit excited.
It's a fumble on the play. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
Okay, Rodney.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one.
Oh, he was down.
So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. Shoots it to the left. And wings it incomplete.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds him out of the backfield.
Yes.
And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, 2nd half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the 2nd half. Someone had to step up and make the play, and they just couldn't get it done.
Stop is made
That's what I'm
at
talking
the
about.
36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. And the Tar Heels kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in, it's Noble. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tar Heels trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal.
No!
Touchdown, UNC! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
We can get one more
So
stop.
they
We can
start
get the
this
ball
drive
back
from
one more
inside
time.
their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Going right to work up top. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Stanford quickly to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now. Get ready for another one.
That was a sack.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Stanford going back to work with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Look at how he running with the ball.
Touchdown, North Carolina! The defense takes matters into its own hands. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for a lot more on that one. Instead, he's out of bounds at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Got a man. It's Townsend. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Nice move to keep running. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in the fourth quarter game.
Off play action on first down. It's picked off, and another empty drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Sets up the screen, and he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered.
No
He'll
question.
try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big
Ain't gonna
tight
be
end
no
makes the
question.
grab, 1st down, still on his feet. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
Man, it's go time for this defense now. I mean, you're down by a couple scores, and they're still making big plays. You got to find a way to get a stop, create a turnover, switch the momentum to your side quickly.
Got his man on the right. Touchdown, Tar Heel. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. Indiana went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Hoosiers always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Finds his tight end. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Gentry. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
To the air on 1st down.
Hey, he finally got to the quarterback.
Picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
They took him out the game.
The 1st down sack pushes the ball back for this long 2nd down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. Pulls it in. It's Townsend. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Fires left. Working the big fella downfield and outside. Makes a grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. The Cardinal, once feeling the shadow of that goalpost, now have moved it out and putting a drive together. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Booker.
Get him.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and
throw to the end zone. Pick off.
No, you stop!
And he's brought down after the pick, and time has expired here in the 4th. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting